What's up, you guys? It's your boy Jonathan. Welcome back to the channel. Right now, we over here reacting to CNN talking about the latest news that Joe Biden did. He approved, authorized, and decided that we're going to use long-range missiles. Not we, but he's using our tax dollars, giving it to the Ukrainians to use long-range missiles at Putin and China. Because they in cahoots together. And you already know what he done said. He said that if United States allow Ukraine to use long-range missiles, that they're going to come after us because those are our bombs. Those are our weapons. My money. You understand? It's tough. Let's get into it. 3, 2, 1. Uno.
President Joe Biden reversing a long-standing U.S. policy involving the war in Ukraine. Biden now going to allow Ukrainian forces to use long-range U.S. weapons inside of Russia for the very first time. CNN's Kevin Liptak is traveling with the president in Brazil. Kevin, what more are you learning?
Yeah, this is a major change in American policy, and it comes at a critical point in the war in Ukraine as Russian
what
forces
is wrong with this man?
In the city and around the city of.
We don't want to go to war. We don't want to go to war. Donald Trump and Mr. Vance, he did not call Russia an enemy. He said they're our adversary because, we can, collaborate together and make more money, you understand? Get gold, do whatever we need to do. But if we not going to be making no money if we blowing each other up, you understand? They over here plotting on World War III because I feel like that there's some people who are making money off of the war. Warmongers. They want money. They want war. They just want money. That's my personal opinion.
As they prepare for an offensive there, and as North Korea has sent thousands of it.
And Russia is in cahoots with North Korea. North Korea is sending troops to fight with Russia. We don't got time for that.
Troops to fight alongside Russia.
They're rootless over there, man. We got things to do, man. I got to get out this country, bro, because I don't got time. We gonna, after this video, we're going to search up countries, the safest countries to live at, if there's ever a nuclear bomb or something like
conflict.
that.
President Biden making this decision to allow Ukraine to fire the American ATACMS missiles inside Russia for the first time. And this had been the subject of a long-running debate inside the American government about the wisdom of allowing Ukraine this new capability. There were officials who were concerned about the risk of escalation in this war. That's something that President Biden has been concerned about throughout the conflict. You also heard officials worry about the stockpiles of ATACMS. These are not resources in endless supply. At the end of the day, the addition of the North Korean troops to this conflict certainly has created a new sense of concern in Washington about where this war could be headed. It's a subject of conversation that President Biden has had throughout his trip this week in South America. He discussed it earlier in Lima, Peru, with the leaders of Japan and South Korea. He also discussed it yesterday with the Chinese President Xi Jinping, trying to apply pressure on Beijing, to apply pressure on its largest, or on North Korea, which is China's largest trading partner, to try and convince Kim Jong-un that this was a mistake and that it could put his own troops at risk. But now this decision, I think, certainly for American officials, they do hope that it could help turn the tide in this conflict, but also send a signal to countries like North Korea that it sends its troops into this war at their own peril. Frederica.
All right, Kevin Liptak, let us know when you know more. Thank you so much. Joining me right now is CNN military analyst Colonel Cedric Layton.
I personally feel like Donald Trump and Kamala Harris, they're mad. You're mad. You're mad. You're mad. You mad because you lost the presidency and now you want to try to take it out on Russia. What do you think he's going to do? What do you think he's going to do? You think he's just going to sit over there in Russia where it's like negative 20 degrees? I don't know how cold or hot. It doesn't matter. He's not going for it, man. Like, Russia do not play. Like, I play Call of Duty, okay?
Great to see you. So, first off, explain what these missiles are all about.
Let's just continue.
Tactical missile system, or sometimes referred to as ATACMS. Talk to me about what they are, their capability, and why this is a potential turning point.
Did you know you could be entitled to a 5 or 6 figure payout if you were in a traffic collision within the...
Yeah, Frederica, the MGM-140 ATACMS, as you mentioned, the Army Tactical Missile System, has a range of around 180 to 190 miles. And what it can do is it can attack things like ammunition depots, troop concentrations, logistical centers, all of those kinds of things that could resupply a front line. So what the purpose of this is, from the Biden administration standpoint, is to actually make it possible for the Ukrainians to prevent the Russians and the North Koreans from attacking the Ukrainian concentrations in Kursk, which is the territory of Russia that Ukraine has occupied since August. So these missiles are designed to go in and to take out those kinds of things, like those logistics installations that I described. And they're designed to do this in a very efficient, very lethal manner. And it's one of the most lethal weapons that the U.S. has in its arsenal. And if the Ukrainians can use it the same way that the U.S. would use it in a similar situation, then it could very much change the way in which...
All right, guys. Video cut off. At the end of the day, it might be World War III right now, okay? We better pray. Got things to do, but we might have to get prepared, if you know what I mean.